Welcome back. This is Kelby Walker, part two of my conversation with candidate Ben Hasan. And Ben, let's just jump right into this thing. Now, I want you to talk a little bit about our culture and what does it mean to you?
Well, what it means to me, Kelby, in my observation over the years, is looking at Augusta, it means a couple of things. Number one, there are a lot of people who love to see Augusta stay a small town, and we have to begin to think bigger, begin to put our money where our mouth is, and be more adamant that we want Augusta to grow. We say that, but we're not willing to make the necessary sacrifice and put the correct people in office and make the necessary commitment. That's part of a culture that we must break as we move forward. Also, we miss a part of that culture that's keeping us back is a culture of distrust. We don't trust each other. Kev, I think we ought to trust each other. And if you distrust a person, the person should earn your distrust. But we should start out trusting a person as much as humanly possible. That doesn't mean we go out and just open our homes to them, open our bank accounts to them. It doesn't mean that, but we are supposed to be giving a person the benefit of the doubt. Because right now in our community, you can walk up to somebody and say, you can't trust Ben Hasan. And you say, yeah, I was thinking about that, but you know something, we don't have to give you no explanation, have you give you no reason, but yet and still we buy into that.
We buy into
so we have to realize we have to change that culture. And also, one of the third legs of that stool is that we also have to be mindful that we can't consistently be driven by race. Everything doesn't have to be about race. Most times, it's about economics. And people use race as an artificial construct to keep people in place and to win allies and to create enemies by playing what's a race card. So we can't really fall into that suit. This is really about economics at the end of the day.
And I agree with that. Augusta is about to explode,
yes,
really, with growth. You got the command center there. They just built a Firehouse Sub with Dunkin' Donuts, and soon to come was a Krispy Kreme and a Chick-fil-A. And so, you know, these are the things that we're talking about as far as growing, adding on to it. And, you know, I hear a lot of young people in the community always talking about there's nothing to do here in Augusta. We got to go out of state or go out of town and spend our money. And talking about young folks, I think a lot of young people are excited about the races, the up-and-coming race, the mayor's race, your race, the Senate race. What do you think about the excitement that the young folks have right now in their belly?
Well, Kim, it's the first time in my life, and I've been voting since I've been 18 years old. And it's the first time I've seen so many young people excited about the opportunity. And I would always like to say to them is that I welcome you to it. I'm just a doorway to open up for young people to come through that door and to make a difference. I hope you will be fully vetted and fully excited and take advantage of the opportunity. Don't let it be lip service. Go to the poll at the end of the day, because truly, what we establish right now, I won't necessarily get the benefit of it, but you and your kids will get the benefit of it.
So, don't mean to cut you off, but so you understand their concerns and you feel their pain when they're saying they don't have anything to do. We would like to do something.
Well, let me say this. Stephen Kendricks has a youth leadership group that he has, and he has juniors in his program from all across Richmond County high schools, whether they're private institutions or what, but every school in Richmond County, he has a couple of kids from those schools, several kids each one of those schools. And what I was able to say to them at the day that we was able to meet all those young people would be a day that we come in and they introduce themselves to us and we introduce ourselves to them. And every one of those young people, I would say to them that I am Ben Hasan. I'm the publisher of Urban Pro Weekly newspaper. I am also a candidate for District 6 Commissioner. I said I look forward to the day that when you go off to college, that when you will have Augusta as an option to come back home and to work, to live, and to play. I would never discourage you from going and seeing the world. Matter of fact, I would encourage you to do that. But for one thing for sure, as a result of my candidacy and candidacy like mine in the future becoming commissioners, that you will have a place to come back home and to live, to work, and to play. That's what we have to be about. That's what Augusta has to be about. Understand? That's the moment of time that we are living in. There's somebody that understands that vision and is willing to work for it. And so the young people is going to really make a difference in this community, and the time is now for them to do that. And I'm excited about that because, number one, I say to all the young people, and to the adults as well, who always say historically, but ain't nothing going to change. And at the same time, young people say, well, you know, I would say badgering young people by not voting. But I don't blame the young people. If they have not seen the benefits from us to entice them to vote, then we should bear that burden and not them.
This is the end of our segment, my segment with candidate Ben Hasan for District 6. And, you know, I've for the longest have supported him in the things that he's done for the community before he became candidate. And I'm telling you, behind the scenes, I've always asked this guy, won't you run for commission? And he'd always said that the time wasn't right. But I do believe in my heart of heart that the time is now. It's a time that we have being Hasan at the helm and at the table with the rest of the commissioners. But I would like to ask Mr. Hasan this one last question. Tell the voters of District 6 why they should support you and vote for you on May 20th.
Well, thank you, Kevin, very much for taking time out of your busy schedule and doing this interview. First and foremost, I'd like to say to the citizens of all of Augusta, Richmond County and Columbia County surrounding areas, I think it's important that you support being Hasan. Get on the phone, call them if you know someone living in District 6, because I can truly make a difference in this community. Anyone who has ran for office here in Richmond County, no matter what seat it was, since 2006 up until 2013, I've interviewed them on my television show, Comcast Community Concerns. I've interviewed them one time or another on radio. And they will tell you to every single person that I've always encouraged them to raise the bar for this community to have an opportunity to reach its potential. So I will do the same thing for you all. I would like to make the commitment to this community that I made to myself. I made to myself as I started this journey in 2006, and that was I will keep the community informed, I will work for this community, and I will tell you the truth. I will do this very same thing here. I can make a fundamental difference on this community, and we can push our community all the ways, moving our community into the future. Being Hasan can do that, and I need your support to make that happen. Get on the phone, call your friends, call your family, and encourage them to vote for Being Hasan on May 20th, and right now also we do have early voting.
This is another Kelby's blog, and the candidate being Hasan from District 6. Thank you and have a blessed day.